Welcome to Unsung Heroes, the series where we shine a light on the remarkable individuals history often overlooks. Today, we're telling the story of a true genius, a man whose mind changed the course of history. Alan Turing, the codebreaker who saved millions. Alan Matheson Turing was born in London in 1912. From a young age, he was different. While other boys played sports, Alan was lost in the world of numbers and scientific puzzles. He taught himself to read in just 3 weeks and was fascinated by everything from chemistry to astronomy. His teachers often found his methods unconventional, but his brilliance was undeniable. At 16, he encountered Albert Einstein's work and not only understood it, but was able to extrapolate its implications on Newton's laws of motion, a feat that hinted at the extraordinary intellect brewing within him. His passion for logic and mathematics led him to King's College, Cambridge, a place where his unique mind could finally flourish. It was here that Turing first conceived of a revolutionary idea. In 1936, he published a paper describing a hypothetical device, an abstract machine that could, in theory, solve any computable problem. He called it the Universal Computing Machine. We now know it as the Turing machine, the foundational concept for every single computer, smartphone, and digital device we use today. He had laid the groundwork for the digital age before it even had a name. But as Turing was shaping the future, the world was teetering on the brink of war. In 1939, as Nazi Germany plunged Europe into darkness, Alan Turing was recruited for a top-secret mission. He joined the government code and cipher school at a quiet country estate known as Bletchley Park. Their target, the seemingly unbreakable Enigma machine. The Enigma was a sophisticated device used by the German military to encrypt their communications. It had a staggering number of possible settings, over 150 quintillion combinations, making it impossible to crack by hand. Every day, the code changed, resetting the puzzle. The Allied forces were fighting blind, unable to anticipate U-boat attacks or military movements. The stakes were impossibly high. The lives of millions hung in the balance. Turing, with his unique blend of mathematical genius and abstract thinking, realized they couldn't just fight the machine, they had to build a better one. He wasn't just a codebreaker, he was an inventor. He designed a colossal electromechanical device called the Bombe. This machine wasn't a computer in the modern sense, but it was a marvel of engineering. It systematically and rapidly tested different Enigma settings, searching for contradictions in the encrypted messages. It was a race against time, every single day. Leading a team of brilliant minds in Hut 8, Turing worked tirelessly. He was known for his eccentricities, chaining his tea mug to a radiator to prevent it from being stolen, or wearing a gas mask while riding his bike to combat his hay fever. But beneath these quirks was a relentless determination. His work was mentally and emotionally draining, carried out under immense pressure and in total secrecy. The breakthrough came. Turing's bomb machines began to decipher Enigma messages on a massive scale. Suddenly, the Allies could pinpoint the locations of German U-boats in the Atlantic, rerouting convoys and saving countless ships from destruction. They could anticipate troop movements and battle plans, giving them a decisive strategic advantage. Historians estimate that the work done at Bletchley Park, spearheaded by Alan Turing, shortened the war by at least 2 years and saved an estimated 14 million lives. It was one of the single greatest contributions to the Allied victory. Yet for decades, no one could know. After the war, Turing's vision for computing continued to evolve. He worked on designing some of the world's first stored program computers. He wasn't just interested in calculations, he was fascinated by the idea of artificial intelligence. In 1950, he proposed what is now famously known as the Turing test, a method for determining if a machine can exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from that of a human. He was asking the fundamental questions about machine consciousness that scientists and philosophers are still grappling with today. He was, without a doubt, the father of modern computer science and AI, but the society that Turing had helped save was not ready to accept him for who he was. In 1952, Alan Turing was arrested and prosecuted for gross indecency. His crime? He was a gay man. In an era when homosexuality was illegal in Britain, his private life became a matter for the courts. Given a horrific choice between prison and chemical castration, Turing chose the latter. He was subjected to hormonal treatments that had devastating physical and psychological effects. His security clearance was revoked. The man who held the nation's most vital secrets was now deemed a security risk. He was barred from continuing his government work and ostracized by the very establishment he had served. It was a tragic and cruel betrayal. On June 7, 1954, Alan Turing was found dead in his home at the age of just 41. The official cause of death was suicide. The hero who had saved millions, the visionary who imagined our digital world, died in disgrace. His immense contributions still shrouded in secrecy. For decades, his story remained untold. But slowly, as government records were declassified and the true story of Bletchley Park emerged, the world began to understand the scale of his genius and the injustice he suffered. In 2009, British Prime Minister Gordon Brown issued a formal public apology for the appalling way he was treated. In 2013, Queen Elizabeth II granted him a posthumous royal pardon, a rare and symbolic act. Today, Alan Turing's legacy is everywhere. It's in the algorithms that power our searches, the cryptography that protects our data, and the ongoing quest to create truly intelligent machines. His name is now synonymous with genius, innovation, and perseverance. But his story is also a powerful reminder of the human cost of prejudice and the importance of fighting for a world where brilliance can thrive, regardless of who you are or whom you love. He was an unsung hero, a codebreaker, a visionary, and a martyr for equality, a mind that changed our world forever. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as moving and important as we did, please give this video a like and subscribe to Unsung Heroes for more stories of the incredible people who shaped our world from the shadows. See you next time.